The dollar is a paper tiger. Since 2000, the United States has embarked on the road of industrial hollowing out, resulting in fiscal deficits, trade deficits, and current account deficits. These three major deficits have pushed the United States into the abyss of debt. Looking at the debt problem in the United States, it is basically unnecessary to look at the figures before 2000. The year 2000 was a turning point for the prodigal Americans. Since 2000, the United States has been relying on the continuous accumulation and inflation of debt to survive. From the US dollar to the US government, to US companies and US households, they are all supported by additional debt. With such an economic structure, once the debt chain is broken, the economy will collapse. Given the huge size of the US economy, once the economy collapses, the country will be doomed. This is the root cause and general outbreak point of all problems in the United States. All the superimposed contradictions in the United States, the polarization of the rich and the poor, racial conflicts, the struggle for power between the federal government and the state government, and the vicious struggle between the two parties, all these problems are covered up by the false prosperity of the American economy. Now, the epidemic has highlighted all of this. Under the weight of the epidemic, the US economy is already on the verge of collapse. Once the economy collapses, all these problems will erupt together, and by then, American society will be completely out of control. All indications are now that the day of a dollar collapse is not far off. Once the essence of the US economy is clearly seen, its so-called military strength and various strengths are all castles in the air. Many big BS on our side are startled all day long, always saying, the United States is coming to hold China's Achilles heel again. What dead spot does China have for the United States to press? Has the US won the trade war? After the color revolution in Hong Kong, did the United States win? Now that Hong Kong is going to be sanctioned, what does it dare to sanction? Others say that if the United States wants to cut off China's SWIFT, the Chinese economy will suffer a fatal blow. They don't understand that if the US cuts off China's SWIFT pipeline, the US dollar will fall immediately, because the current US dollar is essentially a renminbi dollar, not a petrodollar at all. It is created by the huge demand of China's economic growth and the growth of the global economy. Global foreign exchange reserves underpin the dollar's current status. Who is more inseparable from whom? Of course, the US economy cannot do without the Chinese economy, and the US dollar cannot do without the renminbi. Falcon said, currency, the currency is in China, and the currency is in the United States. Without the currency is worthless. This is the true essence of Sino-US economic relations. The argument above is that if the United States does not allow China to use US dollars, China will no longer be able to purchase, and it will be impossible to do business in the world. Is there such a thing? Today's China is the world's factory. Chinese manufacturing is invincible all over the world. The United States does not allow China to use US dollars. Those countries that need Chinese products will stop doing business with China. Do they not need Chinese products? What a joke. These countries will do business with China, but this time, we will use RMB for settlement. You, the United States, don't let me use US dollars in China. That's great. This is you forcing me to go to independent offshore RMB management, to the World UN. Thank you, America. In the United States now, if you want carrots or no carrots, you want big sticks, and every big stick hits itself on the head. The central government likes the United States to suppress. The United States does not suppress. We counter the United States. Now you are suppressing me, it is because you are forcing me to not continue to cooperate with you. China and the United States are no longer cooperating. Let's see who hurts the most and who will fall first.